Level 1. Tonight feels ordinary. You brush your teeth, turn off the lights, climb into bed. But something is different. Sleep never comes. You stare at the ceiling. 1 hour passes. Then 2. The clock reads 3:47 a.m. Your eyes burn. Your body feels tired. But your brain refuses to switch off. Morning arrives. You shrug it off. It's just one bad night. You drink coffee, go to work, smile through the exhaustion. Nobody notices. By the second night, the same thing happens. No dreams, no rest, just endless consciousness. The world feels slightly slower. You forget simple words, lose your train of thought. Your reaction time slips. You laugh it off. Everyone has sleepless nights, right? By the third day, things become strange. Colors seem brighter. Sounds become louder. Sunlight hurts your eyes. Your patience disappears. Small problems suddenly feel enormous. A dropped spoon feels like a disaster. Someone asks a simple question. You snap at them, almost instantly. You regret it. Because deep down, you know something is wrong. Your body is begging for sleep. But sleep never comes. Doctors run tests. Your heart is healthy. Your lungs are healthy. Your brain scans appear normal. Everything says you should be asleep. Yet every night, your eyes remain open. The world begins moving without you. Friends stop inviting you out. Coworkers notice mistakes. Your reflection grows darker every morning. The mirror shows someone you barely recognize. Then a doctor quietly says something that changes everything. If you never sleep again, he pauses. Your body cannot continue like this forever. Level 2. 1 week passes. You haven't slept, not for 1 minute. At first, you expected to collapse, but somehow, you're still awake. Barely. Conversations become difficult. Your memory begins breaking apart. Someone tells you their name. 10 seconds later, you've forgotten it. You walk into rooms without remembering why. Reading becomes impossible. The words blur together. Your brain struggles to organize simple thoughts. Then, the hallucinations begin. At first, they're harmless. A shadow crossing the hallway. Movement in the corner of your eye. You turn. Nothing. You blame exhaustion. Until the shadows start moving. Even when you're looking directly at them. You hear footsteps upstairs. You're home alone. A phone vibrates. There is no phone. A voice quietly whispers your name. Nobody is there. Your brain is no longer separating reality from imagination. Scientists have studied the effects of severe sleep deprivation. While experiences differ from person to person, prolonged lack of sleep can affect attention, memory, mood, perception, and decision-making. The longer it continues, the harder it becomes to know what's real. You lock every door, close every curtain, but you can't escape your own mind. Level 3. 2 weeks. Still awake. Your body starts fighting back. Your immune system weakens. Small cuts heal more slowly. Simple colds become harder to overcome. Your appetite changes. Sometimes you're starving. Sometimes food makes you nauseous. Your muscles ache constantly. Your hands tremble. Walking across a room feels exhausting. Yet somehow, sleep remains impossible. Doctors monitor you around the clock. Machines record every heartbeat, every brainwave, every breath. Everyone hopes your body will finally drift into sleep. It never does. The hallucinations become impossible to ignore. You see people who aren't there. You answer questions nobody asked. Time itself becomes confusing. Minutes feel like hours. Days disappear completely. You stop trusting your own memories. Did that conversation really happen? Did you actually leave the house? Or did you only imagine it? The line between dreams and reality no longer exists. Except, there are no dreams, only endless wait. Level 4. A month passes. Your body is running on borrowed time. Your concentration disappears. Simple decisions become overwhelming. Choosing what to eat feels like solving a complex puzzle. Your emotions swing wildly. One moment you're laughing. The next, you're crying. Then suddenly, you feel nothing at all. Researchers continue studying why sleep is essential. During normal sleep, the brain helps regulate memory, learning, emotional processing, and many restorative functions throughout the body. Without adequate sleep, those systems struggle. The exact effects depend on many factors, but one truth remains remarkably consistent. Humans need sleep, not as a luxury, as a biological necessity. Your family barely recognizes you. Dark circles surround your eyes. Your movements slow. Your voice weakens. The strongest part of you is now your determination, because your body has almost nothing left. Level 5. Imagine this continued forever. No peaceful nights, no dreams, no mornings that feel refreshed. Just endless awareness, hour after hour, day after day, year after year. It sounds impossible, because in reality, sleep is one of the most fundamental processes of human life. Scientists still don't fully understand every reason we sleep, but they know this. Every animal studied appears to need some form of rest, from tiny insects to giant whales. Nature protects sleep for a reason. It repairs, organizes, restores, prepares. Without it, life begins to unravel. Slowly at first, then all at once. You glance one final time at your reflection. Your eyes remain open, wide, unblinking, waiting for a night that never arrives. Then the screen fades to black, not because you finally fell asleep, but because sometimes the scariest part isn't the darkness, it's knowing. You may never escape consciousness, and suddenly, the simple act of closing your eyes tonight feels like one of the greatest gifts you'll ever receive.